Namaskar, I am Nandini Lahiri. I am a psychologist and graphology expert. Shubho Ombobochi. Now it is the time to celebrate menstruation cycle. Today I would like to ask you a question. Is period really a bad thing or is it a boon in our life? Every month women experience their menstruation cycle for 4 to 7 days. When I was in school, during this time, my mother, relatives, and school friends would teach me to say, Shorir Kharap. That means I am unwell. But the question is it really an illness? Should we consider ourselves patient these days? It is a fact, during these days, we tend to experience stomach cramp, nausea, irritable bowel syndrome, and even mood swing. But does that mean we are sick? Should we treat it something as shameful or impure? Let's understand what actually happens in the body during menstruation cycle. This cycle is divided into two phases. First phase is follicular phase. At this phase, egg follicles grows in the ovary and uterine line begins to thicken. Second phase is luteal phase. At this phase, after ovulation, means when eggs are released, that time body prepares our uterus for potential pregnancy. So we can say that menstruation cycle is a natural biological process that involves hormonal changes and the transformation of ovaries and uterus. It is not a disease. During this time, women may need rest and may prefer light activities, but that doesn't mean they are incapable or impure. The fact is, women's body is a powerful source of life. It is sacred. This is the reason we celebrate menstruation cycle of goddess Kamakhya at Kamakhya temple. We call it Ombobochi Mela. It reinforces the idea that periods is a natural divine process. It is pure. It is not something to be hidden or shamed. Again, we raise a question. Why are women told not to enter into temple during this time? It is not because we are impure during our menstruation cycle. It is because that during this time, we are psychologically and physically feel low. We feel low vibration. We feel low energy from inside. There are certain temples where occult or tantric practices are done. They need high vibration, high energy. During menstruation cycle, if we enter into these premises, our body gets imbalanced because that time we are emotionally low, vibrationally low. This is the main reason our elders told us not to enter into temple during this time. However, that does not mean we are restrained from any spiritual activities. If we are psychologically and physically strong enough and capable to raise our vibration with our awareness and intent, we can easily connect with our divine God. That is why entering into local temple or our home temple, it is not a sinful act, because here we are not doing any occult or tantric practices. So always remember, if we split the word emotion, that means energy in motion. And when we are in tune with our inner strength and emotion, we can raise our vibration, we can raise our energy. So, periods is not a sinful act, it is a pure divinity. So, what we learn from this session, menstruation is a cycle of power and transformation of life. We have to honor it.